Hi everyone. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Allendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project, and I am here to help you establish and maintain a consistent Speak Out Home practice routine. Thank you so much for joining me today. We have a lot to do. I had a lot of questions come in, so I will work throughout this week to answer your questions. And just so you know, when you email a question to intent@parkinsonvoiceproject.org, when I answer it online, Lisa or Sandy will send you an email and let you know. So if it's something that I think a lot of people could benefit from, then I will answer it online. Otherwise, I'm happy to email you directly and answer your question. Okay, and then I want to start off. I see some donations starting to come in for our June fundraiser. We have until June 30th to raise $400,000. At that point, one of our families that's been in our program for several years is going to contribute the final $100,000 so that we can reach our $500,000 goal. So thank you to everyone who has already made your donation. I appreciate it. If you haven't gotten your letter in the mail yet, you will. And for those of you that are new to our organization, we don't fundraise all the time. I promise you. We fundraise in June and the end of the year. Let's all take a sip of water and get started. The first speak out exercise is the warm up. Think of your voice as an instrument. You've got to warm it up in order for it to sound its best. I want you to lift your voice and project it forward. Speak out over your computer. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Use a lot of energy. Pretend that you are the one leading this session. How would you do the exercises then? Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Now let's use a little more intent by doing it a little bit differently. So when you do these, you don't want to just go through the motions. So this time, stretch out the vowels a little bit more, and it will make you think about it more. You'll be more intentional. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. One more time. This is our last one. May, me, my, mo, moo. Good. And like we need to do it for every session, we need to smile with intent. So I'll hold up my cup. You can hold up your cup. And let's all smile with intent for a second or two. Ready? Here we go. I know it seems so silly, but we need to do it. Take a sip of water. With Parkinson's, the more you practice anything, the better it gets, including smiling. All right, speak out exercise number 2, the ahs. Deliberately open up your mouth and project it forward. Ready? Ah. Very nice. I like it. We're not going to trail off. Ready? Good. Now make sure that if you're running out of air, you don't start squeezing it out. I would rather you cut it off short, okay, than try to squeeze it out and it doesn't sound as good. Ready? Let's do another one. Good. Let's do a short one. And one more. Ready? Let me ask you a question. What is the name of Parkinson Voice Project's speech therapy program? Speak out. Speak out. Yeah, let's get the name right. And the reason it's that is Parkinson's wants to bring everything in, and we want you to be confident, be your true self, and speak out. Let's take a sip of water. You know, I was working with a graduate student one time, and when she saw the before and after video from Speak Out Therapy, she said, wow, this person is a new person. And I said, no, it's not a new person. This is who the person really is. What you saw at the beginning was the Parkinson's imposter, right? I want you to all be yourselves and to get that back, and you can if you use intent. All right, let's move on to Speak Out exercise number 3. Project out a steady ah, and then slowly glide up. Try to get all those little notes in there. Don't skip from this note to this one. Try to get them all. Ready? Stop. The glides are hard, especially the downward glide. You've got to tell yourself, I'm projecting my voice in front of me even though I'm just going down. Okay? Start high and then glide down. Ready? It kind of accelerates and gets stronger on the way down. Start high again. Good. Let's start from the beginning. Remember, always steady off first. You use more intent when you produce a steady off first. Here we go. Keep the mouth open all the way. I know it's hard. You can do it. Use a little bit more intent this time. One more. Very nice. Go ahead and take a sip of water. We've done the warm-ups, the ahs, and the glides, and we're going to move on to the counting. For the counting, we are re-coordinating the breathing pattern. So the speech disorder related to Parkinson's is a motor speech disorder. How the motor movements, how it all works together, the coordination of it. So the counting now helps to re-coordinate the breathing pattern. Don't think about the breathing. Just project the numbers in front of you and stop at the end of each row. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Every number, you're throwing it over your computer. Let's go backward. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right. So I have a question. Here's one question. When is your husband going to sell his honey? Well, my husband sells his honey all year round. It's kind of expensive to ship it though, so I know a lot of people would like to buy it that live out of town. And he has shipped it, but usually what he recommends is people order like a dozen of them so that it's worth shipping, paying for you to pay the shipping. So okay. One of the questions is, I know that your voice improves over time. Will it ever be normal again? Well, everybody with Parkinson's is different. For a lot of people, if they get treated early on, and if your diagnosis is idiopathic Parkinson's and you get treated early on and you work really hard at it, your voice can get back to how it was before Parkinson's, and for a lot of people, it can become even better. For other people, it's more challenging for them. But the only way you know what is possible, okay, when you work with your speech-language pathologist, they're going to know what's possible. They will do what's called stimulability testing. Stimulability testing, where they'll get you to use the very best voice you can. Okay, that's how I do it when I see my patients. And then that's what I'm striving for. Okay, sometimes it takes people weeks or months, or really after people have been in the program a long time, they're getting better and better. Go to our testimonials page. Elizabeth will post the link, and you'll see people that have been in the program a long time. And we record them, maybe before we met them, after Speak Out, maybe 3 years later, 10 years later. And you can see that as people become more used to using intent, they're getting better and better and better. Okay, we're going to move on to the reading. I have just one reading exercise. So instead of doing both you know what? I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Hold on. Let's make that bigger. Sorry about that. Much better. Okay, we are going to read sentences that have words that are spelled the same, but you emphasize different syllables. So the first one is, he won by a knockout, versus, help me knock out the wall. Having a monotone voice can be common with Parkinson's, but we don't want it. So we need to work on it. So this is a good exercise to work on having more expression in your voice. Let's read the two sentences together. Exaggerate the words that are in red. Ready? He won by a knockout. Help me knock out the wall. Try it again and speak out more. He won by a knockout. Help me knock out the wall. Let's try another one. Whoops, what happened here? When I made it bigger, I lost part of it. Let's see. Okay. Ready? We'll read it together. We climbed to the top of the lookout. Look out for falling rocks. Try it again, more intent. We climbed to the top of the lookout. Look out for falling rocks. Now, really exaggerate. I know it sounds kind of silly when we do this, but we work the muscles better, and that's the most important thing we can do. Ready? What is the object of this game? The lawyer will object to that. Try it again and speak out more. Ready? What is the object of this game? The lawyer will object to that. Is this exercise easy for you, or is it challenging? If I were to audio record you, could I hear the difference in the way that you're saying the words? Go ahead and chat. Let me know if this is too easy, a little bit challenging, or very challenging. This way I'll know whether or not we should do it again. Let's try this one. We stopped at the scenic overlook. Don't overlook the details. Let's try it again. We stopped at the scenic overlook. Don't overlook the details. Ready? You need a permit to build an addition. Will you permit me to help? Let's do it again and read it with more intent. So we're going to slow down and use more intent. Ready? You need a permit to build an addition. Will you permit me to help? Try it again. You need a permit to build an addition. Will you permit me to help? I want you to take a sip of water, and you know it's June, so this is our big fundraiser. Holiday Challenge is bigger, but June is a big fundraiser. We need to raise $500,000 by June 30th, and I promise that every day I'm going to share a fact with you because I like you to feel good about where you're donating your money. So here is today's fact. I hope that you can see this. I really can't make it any bigger. Let's see. I don't have a way to make it bigger, but I'm going to read it to you. So for nonprofits, they separate their budget by their mission or what they do. So for us, it's patient care services, or you can think of programs that a nonprofit does. Patient care services. Then that's the top one. And then you have general administration, so those are expenses, okay? And then fundraising are expenses. I would like you to look at this. So a nonprofit is considered efficient if they spend at least 75% of their budget on programs. So I want you to see how our budget is broken out. This column on the left, okay, the first one, this was what we thought we were going to do. Okay, this is when we budgeted last year, what we thought we were going to do. We thought that we would spend 84% on patient care. Well, the purple line is what we actually did this year. We spent 88% on patient care. So that means 88% of our budget was spent on patient care. That's like these online sessions, therapy, the workbooks, the e-library, the sing-along, all of that. We budgeted, okay, we'll go back to the left. We budgeted 7.5% for administration, okay, like we have to have an audit done, okay, things like that. We ended up actually spending 5%. And then for fundraising, go back to the left. We estimated last year that we would spend 8.5% of our budget on fundraising. We ended up, in the purple, we ended up only spending 7% of our budget on fundraising. And then if you look all the way to the right, our board is actually meeting today, and hopefully they will approve the budget. And what I expect, or I'm estimating for this next year, is that we will spend 87% on patient care, 7% on administration, and 6% on fundraising. I hope that makes you feel really good about the donations you're making this month. All right, let's go ahead and we will end with Dr. Boone's nonsense words. Exaggerate the G's, the K's, and the NG's. Ready? Gula ga ga ga. Again. Gula ga ga ga. Use a lot of intent. Next one. Ku ka mangu ka. Again. Ku ka mangu ka. Ready? Gangla. Gangla. And the next one, really get the K. Kukla. Kukla. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really proud of you for getting your speak out exercises out of the way. And thank you for being patient with me this month while I educate you about our nonprofit. I hope you enjoyed those facts. So if you'll chat, you can let me know if you enjoyed today's reading session and then also what you think about the facts you're learning about us. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.